Hello everybody, it's Amber's Life's Library. This is going to be my first ever video that's pretty much over 2 minutes, so you're going to have to bear with me with my first attempt at a YouTube video. I'm quite excited, but this feels very unnatural, so we'll just have to see. So if you've actually never seen me before, which I think most people will know, though most people watching this will have come from my TikTok. My name's Amber. I've got nearly 40,000 followers on TikTok, which is kind of crazy. And I've been promising everyone for quite a while now that I would make a YouTube channel. And here I am, finally doing it. This is just kind of an introduction video. I'm not going to go in depth on anything except myself and set out what the plan is and what I hope to do with this YouTube channel. So I guess I should start with just talking about who I am. I feel like I've kind of overshared so much on my TikTok in the past that a lot of people will kind of know lots of things about me already. But for those that don't know anything about me or who I am, I'm 19 years old and my birthday is in February. It's February the 21st and I will be 20 in February, which I'd rather actually not talk about right now. Thanks. I've got a younger sister. She is 15 and she is pretty awesome. She is very intelligent. She's actually a lot smarter than me and she is incredible and I love her, and I live with both my parents and my dog called Noah, who is 4. Not that you necessarily need to know every being in my family's ages, but I seem to have found it a great idea to tell you the ages of my family members. The reason it's taken me such a long time to start this channel is because I just finished my A-level exams in geography, English literature and religious studies. And I'm finally done and I'm in the summer now, so I have quite a lot of time. So it's a good time to be starting this new adventure. So I thought it would be a good idea to start this channel off by talking a bit about how I actually created my TikTok and why I created it and all of that stuff, because that's really led me here to making a YouTube channel, which I'm very excited about. I can't remember if I already said that. I may have already said that. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I do that quite a lot. And up until 2021 I just had a private account and I didn't really post anything for other people to see except my friends. And then in 2021 I got onto this side of TikTok, which is BookTok. As you can see, I love books. I've got books here. There's a big stack over there, there's some up there, here and obviously there. And so you can tell I love reading, and I kind of started getting into BookTok as I'm watching other people make BookTok videos, and I started making BookTok videos too. I didn't have many followers, but that is where the name Amber's Life's Library comes from. One year I read nearly 300 books in a year, which I was very, very, very proud of. I think that was in 2022. So 2021, 2022, I was basically just making BookTok content, and I also made some study content through GCSEs, which I sat in 2023. And then in 2023 I got an autism diagnosis, and that's when I started making more branched out videos about autism, about being a girl kind of late diagnosed with autism. And then I guess I turned more to oversharing perhaps in 2024. There was a lot going on in my life in 2024 and I did turn to people on the internet to share it all with, which I do regret, but it's in the past at the end of the day. And then up till now, 2025, I just kind of post. I don't really know. I don't think I have a niche, which is why I'm gonna try and find a niche on this YouTube channel, maybe, hopefully. Part of the reason I've finally decided to start a YouTube, I mean, I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about it, is I'm very fatigued with TikTok. Maybe I can make a video about that. I miss when it was Musical.ly because that just felt really funny. I kind of got rose tinted. I kind of look at it with rose tinted glasses in my head. I just remember it being really fun, and I think TikTok's quite heavy now, and I can't make long talking videos, which I enjoy making. I like talking. I talk to myself all day, and now I can talk to other people all day as well. I guess that brings me on to another point. That brings me on to my next point, which is what will I actually be posting on this YouTube channel? You know, like and subscribe. But why? Why should you like and subscribe? I think there are lots of reasons. Well, if you are interested in these things, then I would encourage you to like and subscribe, because this is what I'm going to be talking about. I could have said that in much fewer words. Okay, so I'm hoping to try and do some video essays this summer. I think I'd be pretty good at video essays on my special interests, because obviously I have autism and I can spend a lot of time researching and really learning about things if I'm particularly interested in them. That's something I'm very good at. So I think I'm going to do some video essays on philosophy and religion, intersectionality. I mean, I'm kind of throwing big words out at you. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to play out, but these are the kind of things I like to talk about, so I'm sure you can expect something along these lines. Politics as well, and I think I'll probably make some along the way about A-levels and my experience with school, because that's been a bit of a funny one. First two videos I'm going to make on here though, I have got a plan. She's got a plan for once. The first one I'm going to make is going to be podcast recommendations, because people on my TikTok have been asking for that for a while, and it's going to be quite a long video because I have got quite a long list of podcasts to recommend, because I listen to 5 a day, to be honest. And then my second video, I'm pretty sure it's going to be about my solo trip to Italy, which if you've not seen on my TikTok, I spent 2.5 weeks in Italy and I just got back a few days ago. And I'm going to talk about how I funded it, or how it was funded. I should be careful with how I funded it, that wording doesn't quite work. How it was funded, and what I wish I did differently. Did I enjoy it? All along those lines, what route I took, because I'm autistic, so it might be helpful for other autistic women to get some inspo. And then after that, I'm sure I can plan further, but those are my first two steps. Those are my first two up and coming things to look out for. And then going into the future, if this channel, if I stick with it, and if I enjoy it, and if you enjoy it, I will be taking you all with me to university, where I should be studying law at Warwick or at Liverpool. Either will be good with me. I will take you with me and record that whole experience, hopefully do some of these there. So that's kind of a little bit about me, about what I'm hoping to do with this YouTube channel. And yeah, I think that's all I kind of wanted to say in this first video. It's not particularly about anything, I suppose, except me. But yeah, stay tuned. And there's a fly in my room. I will be back with the podcast recommendations in my next video. Like and subscribe. I'm sorry if I'm really awkward here. I hope this has been okay to watch and not absolutely insufferable to listen to. Yeah, thanks for being here. I think I need to make some sort of intro and outro, so I'm going to do that now. Wish me luck. Bye guys, I love you.